The people's a huge.
Well, fucking what wrestling audience doesn't love chanting?
That's true. Chants are a huge thing.
I mean, I fucking love chanting.
Can I want to say, and this is very inside, but like, I don't like how like the smart cities and since this past WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It's always the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania is always the best Raw.
Yeah.
It's the best show of the year.
And the best pay-per-view always follows WrestleMania pretty much.
Extreme Rules.
Extreme Rules.
Well, because here's what Extreme Rules is. It's all the WrestleMania matches with Extreme Rules, so they're just better. They're just better versions of WrestleMania matches. Literally, if you look like 2012,
well, that's always been true. Like Backlash is always the better pay-per-view.
That's true. Rock versus Triple H at Backlash.
Yeah,
way better
they always put on better matches. It seems like that's the better wrestling.
Well, I mean,
pay-per-view.
that's the thing is like oh, WrestleMania. There's less pressure because it's Backlash. Who kind of cares? And they already had that match, so they kind of know each other better. Maybe there's more chemistry.
And it's
they
not
come
the
up
spectacle.
with different spots. Yeah,
it's not the spectacle.
There's lower expectations also.
Yeah.
So it's, I mean, literally like Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus at WrestleMania, versus Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus at Extreme Rules, which was a great match.
Yeah.
Like even Jericho versus Punk at Extreme Rules was better than Mania. Lesnar versus Cena was better than Rock versus Cena.
Yeah,
honestly.
definitely.
It was definitely better. So like just every event is just better at Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
They just do everything better.
But you were saying like the Raw after.
Oh yeah, so the Raw after WrestleMania is always the best because
it's the new season. It's the
new season.
It's the season opener.
It's the season opener, and it's that crowd is always hot, and they're always upset about something. They're upset about something. They're just mad at something WWE did, whether it's burying Daniel Bryan or not showing Ziggler to cash in. They just want something to happen, and that's why they're hot, and that's why. But here's the thing: is that this past one. Every audience since that one has been a hack this past year.
Yeah.
Because the first audience was great because they just started chanting. Randy Orton versus Sheamus is a legendary match because nobody cared.
Yeah.
They just started chanting, and they really if you watch the match, they really gave a fuck. Like they
wanted.
They tried to put on a really good Orton Sheamus. Like they countered their signatures and they really added some depth to that match, but no one gave a fuck.
And isn't that always the fucking truth, though?
It is.
That is always the fucking
Orton
truth.
was pissed. He was looking around like they're chanting Michael Cole.
They're chanting everything but the people in the which is super insulting.
I think they started chanting for Armstrong. Or
I think that pisses that. I feel like that pisses me off a lot.
It bothers me a little bit. Yeah, I think
that's like okay. You know what? You can say whatever you want
about Orton and Sheamus.
Say you paid. It's the old wrestling staple. You paid your money. You can say whatever you want.
It's true.
But you have to at least respect the fucking performers. You goddamn much. You're not in that ring. You're not getting in that ring right now.
No, you're not taking a rope punk DDT.
You're not. Yeah, you're not. You're not taking a bump. That's what.
Yeah.
You're not taking this fucking
bump. You're not letting Sheamus pound you on the chest 10 times.
What are you fucking? You're like you fucking like you can. I would if they was like if the match is boring, whatever. That's at least giving the wrestlers attention.
Yeah.
Chanting about everyone else except the wrestlers is super insulting.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's almost not even Orton and Sheamus' fault because it was terrible booking for that show.
Yeah.
Because nobody cared about they're both faces.
Yeah.
At the time, they're both really over main event level faces.
Yeah.
And, why are they fighting? Because they don't get to fight Big Show. That was the story.
Yeah.
And so there was no real reason for them to have a match.
I mean, agreed.
So it was really more, I think they were just chanting because it was shitty booking, honestly.
It is shitty. But how...
Orton versus Sheamus would have been a great match when Sheamus was world champion.
Yes.
I thought that was going to be a pay-per-view match.
Yeah.
Because it made sense, but I guess they were keeping Orton away because of this.
I think maybe
he had 2 strikes on him, right?
I honestly think it's like there's still kind of like a Raw SmackDown divide, where it's like the world champion defense is the world champion.
Well, that's the thing. But when Sheamus was champ, Orton was the top guy on SmackDown.
Yeah.
But Sheamus was the champ, so it was obviously they're just gonna have a singles, but they never did for the title. They had a fatal 4-way. That was pretty good, but so what bothers me about the crowds is that now they all chant the announcers' names. Which is that's what that crowd did.
Yeah,
come up with your own.
Yeah, seriously.
You're not a good crowd because you can copy other crowds.
Miami had, they had yes.
Yeah.
Every crowd has something, bring something new to WrestleMania.
Yes, that's what you should do. You gotta bring something new.
Bring up, fuck, man. Come up with your own material. Talk over with your friends.
Yeah, come up. think of a good chant in the moment. Like,
Yeah.
how do you feel? And see if everyone else... Because if you really think about it, I've been watching matches and been like, I could really go for, like, I don't know. There's a... You could come up with different chants.
Yeah.
Like, depending on what's going on.
I mean,
It's like, this is boring, or do something.
Yeah.
Don't just chant JBL. We all love JBL.
Everyone loves JBL. Everyone loves JBL.
We all love JBL. You don't have to chant his name.
Yeah, like there's no reason to. It's super disrespectful.
It's
Like,